Today I am making a delicious triple berry pie. Today I am making it vegan, and there is a difference. We've talked about how just because something's vegan doesn't mean that it's clean, but this is clean and vegan. So here we go. We're going to start out by actually grinding wheat fresh. I buy my grains in bulk, and this is soft white wheat berries, and we're going to use a cup. And then all of a sudden, we have flour. We're going to be using 1/4 cup of ice water, and so I'm going to go ahead and get that ready. So that's chilling, and I'm going to set it to the side for just a minute. You want that to be very cold because it kind of seals everything together. And we're going to be using coconut oil instead of butter to make it vegan friendly. So the first thing we're going to do is 1.25 cups of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, and I'm going to just mix it real quick just to make sure that that salt is fully incorporated, and 1/2 cup of coconut oil. Oops, I always have to make a mistake at least once. And you want it solid, no melting. This Bronner's, is that what it is, Dr. Bronner? Dr. Bronner's, great brand. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put that in here. Pastry cutter, very necessary, just cut that in. And the reason why I like to do some vegan things is because, let's just say you're with someone who is vegan, well now we can both eat it, right? Otherwise, I'd be the only one eating it. So, nice and crumbly. And now it's time to add the ice water. 1/4 cup of water, iced cold water. Pour that in. So because we are using coconut oil, it is a stickier consistency. And so I'm going to add a little bit more flour. Gosh, I'm really excited because I'm almost thinking this is, you know, coconut oil is a little bit more like lard, and that's what a lot of people use in their pie crust anyway. So butter tastes amazing, but I think this is going to be just as good, if maybe not better. It has a wonderful soft texture, and so we're just going to go ahead and pull this out. I'm going to put a little bit of flour down on the bottom. So you'll do the same when you're making yours, is, you know, just add a little bit more flour to make it that nice soft texture that's not sticking to your fingers, so that it's workable. That's what we're wanting, is a workable dough. And we want it to be about the size of your pie pan. All right, we've got to get it in here. All right, how are we gonna do that? Okay, first I'm gonna flour my hands so that it's not too sticky. And it's really not sticky, it's just a matter of making sure that it's together. Okay, great, you know what, it's okay, I can form it. It's gonna be great. I can form it in here. It's gonna be just fine, it's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna slip it in here and get it back together because it's forming together very, very nicely. These are things that can actually happen. It's called reality. So just push that together. It's gonna be great. So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator once I form this for 2 hours, and then I'm gonna go ahead and bake it. When you use butter, you'll put the dough in the refrigerator for 4 hours. I did it typically, I just did it overnight. think that we are done. All right, so here we go for that pie crust dough until it's crust. We're gonna stick it in the refrigerator. On the triple berry pie, you have a layer of cream cheese, and we're using cream cheese that has used cashew milk. And so we're using 1 container of that. If you had a regular block of cream cheese, that's what you would use. I am using a 1/2 cup of honey crystals, much less processed than white sugar. And we're going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla, or a little more if you'd like, because vanilla is so tasty. And now we're just gonna blend it all together. Let's try. And take moment of truth. It's a little bit more tangy, but I'm not bothered. I think it's delicious. It's gonna be good. What do you think? It almost tastes like lemon.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah, citrus.
Yep.
It is, but it's delicious. Okay, and so we're gonna set this to the side. And now we're going to work on the glaze. And I am going to be using 2 tablespoons of the honey crystals. And I'm gonna start with 1 tablespoon of tapioca flour. You can use cornstarch, but a lot of the cornstarch that's sold in the grocery store is GMO'd, and I don't want that. So if you can find one that's organic, that's great. You can also use arrowroot. You will cut down on the amount. So I'm gonna put in a tablespoon. This is an awesome find from Aldi. It is organic fruit juice. It is called 7 Super Fruits, and this was $4.85. And I saw one just like it at a regular grocery store for $9. It's a big difference. So we're going to be using this 3/4 cup. And we might need to add a little bit of water, but we're going to wait and see what it does all on its own. We're going to whisk that up. We're going to let this come to a boil, but we want to make sure that none of it sticks to the bottom. I'm actually going to add just a little bit more fruit juice, about 1/4 cup more. And the texture can be completely up to you. If you want yours more firm, add some more tapioca starch or tapioca flour. I don't mind mine being a little bit more liquidy and kind of encasing that fruit and falling into the pie. I think that we hit the mark here. So I'm just gonna stop and set that to the side. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is get my berries ready. And I had a hard time. I went to 2 different grocery stores and I could not find blueberries. So typically it's raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries. And we're going to be using strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries because it still has to be triple berry, right? I already put the pie crust in the oven and I put it on 400 degrees for 10 minutes. And then I just checked from there and it's ready, and it's been 14 minutes total. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out. All right, look at that, it's ready to go. So we're gonna let this cool, and then we'll go ahead and put our layer of cream cheese and then top it with the berries. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix the berries with the glaze because I have not done that yet. 3 cups of berries, I'm gonna pour that in the bowl. Top it with the glaze. We'll just give that a toss. Okay, I'm gonna give my pie about 10 more minutes to cool down, and then we will layer it. Time to assemble, and so we're gonna put our cream cheese concoction down in the pie. Okay, and next is the layer of the berries and glaze. Berries are so good for you, high in antioxidants. Okay, so typically I'm gonna go ahead and cut a little piece right now because I like it warm. But if you would like for it to set up and get a good cut on that crust, then go ahead and put it in your refrigerator for about an hour, and then it's ready to serve. Moment of truth. Make sure you get some of that crust in there with that bite.
Hold on. Yeah.
And all the gooey greatness there. Okay, so remember, this is vegan, so this is a new flavor for us.
Yep. Okay, cheers.
I got a big old. A lot of times when you tell somebody that it's healthy or vegan, gluten-free, like they're expecting this not good, you know?
Bland.
So I don't tell them.
It's definitely not bland.
No. Hit that button, like and subscribe for more, so I can keep doing my job.